Hello there, Pisces. Thank you for stopping by for your weekly video tarot forecast for the week of December the 16th through the 22nd. I am going to be putting down one card for each day and looking at those cards, seeing what comes up psychically about them, and just getting a little sneak peek at the week ahead and things that it may hold for us. So let's see, Pisces, what do we have? What do we have? There's a lot of energy moving around you guys, Pisces, because my cards are not behaving so well. We did have three fall. We're going to go ahead and take those first three. And when my deck starts dropping cards like that, I know there's a lot of activity going on in the energy. Plus the idea that I'm still shuffling. Usually I'm pretty much done shuffling way before this. So that also tells me there's a lot going on in the energy, a lot of things changing this week. Interesting. All right. Let's see what we have here. Pisces. So, looking at Monday, what we have is the Two of Cups. Two of Cups does talk about something that draws us in, something that we're attracted to. Sometimes this is another person, sometimes it's an activity or a project. So, this is something that we find ourselves sort of enamored by. We want to spend more time with it. We want to get to know the ins and outs of it. So that's what I see coming up on Monday, really being attracted to somebody or something. And then actually, let's clarify, what is that about? Is that a person? Is that a project? What does that have to do with? Let's take a peek. Let's take a peek just because we can. Hmm. This is interesting because we've got the ring and the tower. This tells me that you may be really fascinated by the idea of committing to some alone time, committing to the idea of being isolated. For some of you, this is going to talk about being isolated with somebody else. So, like a honeymoon type trip where nobody can disturb you. But for some of you, this is talking about just being isolated all on your own. That you're digging that idea. You like the sounds of the peace of that. So that'll be interesting. Now, looking at Tuesday, what we have here is the Six of Coins. The Six of Coins just tells me that on Tuesday, you have a situation where somebody is making something even with you. So, say that you've loaned them some money or you let them borrow a cup of sugar. This is them bringing that back. This can also come up if you're somebody who you sell something or you offer a service and they're paying you for that product or for that service. That could be happening too. Okay. So somebody making something even with you, evening the score is what I'm hearing. On Wednesday, we have the Five of Swords coming up in reverse. And the Five of Swords talks about this idea of coming to a point of acceptance about something. This may be something that we were trying to change or we were trying to fight. And now we're coming to this point of acceptance of, oh, well, I guess this isn't really changing. This is just the way this is. And so I have to look at, can I live with things the way this is, or do I need to find another this? So I want to see what this is that this has to do with, where you're coming to a point of acceptance. Let's take a peek at that. Let's take a peek. Let's take a peek. Peek, peek. Okay. Hmm. This has to do with a female and the idea that a female may have done something a little bit treacherous, or they may have cut off something between us and them. They may have cut the ties. So it has something to do with, yeah, I'm going to say for most of you, a female that has cut something out. Maybe cut communication, but definitely they've cut something out. All right. Let's look at Thursday. What do we have Thursday? We have the null card here. This really talks about a transition. And so on Thursday, I think you are making some major changes because your perspective around something has changed. And so now you're making some changes in your tangible world because of that change in perspective. And then on Friday, We have the Temperance card. This talks about finding some balance, really working towards having that balance in your life, whether this is emotional, whether this is with drugs and alcohol, whether this is, just keeping the checkbook in the black, so to speak, but finding some temperance, finding some balance on Friday. Now, boop-a-doo-doo-doo. This can also, by the way, I just heard this can also, for some of you, be keeping things fair. You may be buying Christmas gifts still on Friday, and you may be trying to make sure that you're not like overdoing for one person and not as much for another person. You're trying to keep things fair and keep that balance as well. All right. I can't believe how close Christmas is. Let's look at the weekend, Saturday. Interesting. You guys have the Queen of Swords in reverse. Queen of Swords in reverse talks about cutting off communication with somebody, and this is a hard cut. This is a cut that says, unless we're co-parenting or unless we work together, I have nothing to say to you. I have nothing to hear from you. You're not going to reach me through any social media. Don't be trying to pass messages through friends. I won't hear it. Okay? If you are co-parenting with this person or working with them, then you're going to be talking strictly about those things that are necessary to talk about only. All right? Now, looking at Sunday, we have the Two of Swords. And the Two of Swords talks about making some type of decision on Sunday. And I want to see, what does this decision have to do with? And this is usually, when this comes up, this is a decision that impacts, more than what's for supper tonight type of decision. It usually has a little bit longer term consequences than that for it to show up. Let's see what we have. It looks to me like you're making some kind of decision because your energy is feeling low. For those of you who are my female watchers, your energy could be feeling low. For my male watchers, this could be a decision because somebody who's important to you who is female is feeling low energy. And you're making some kind of decision that helps with rejuvenation, whether you're making that decision for yourself or for a female that's important to you, your mom, your partner, sister, girlfriend, whatever. All right. So that's what we have. Thank you guys very much for being here, Pisces. I do appreciate it. Remember to put a thumbs up if you found this video beneficial. Also share it with other Pisces. And of course, if you want to find out about some of the services I offer, check out my website in the corner there. And if I don't see you for a reading or a Reiki session before then I'll catch you on the next video. Peace out.